Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make this super fun and easy fleece tie blanket. This is no sewing required. It's super easily, and I think it only takes about maybe an hour, hour and a half to put one of these together. So they're great presents for Christmas time. They're super soft and cozy. So if you want to see how to make this blanket, let's get started. So for this tutorial, you're going to need some fun fleece, and you're also going to need a self-healing mat, acrylic ruler, a rotary blade, and some scissors. And you're going to need 2 pieces of fleece. And so I have a backing piece and a front piece, and they just need to be the same size. They can literally be any size that you want. So this one's going to be for my daughter's bed. She has a twin size bed, and so I did 2 yards of fabric. You're going to be cutting all the way around each side in about 5 inches. So you can really make this any size you want. You just need your fleece to both be the same size. And then just know that you're going to lose 5 inches on all 4 sides. For her bed, she has a twin size bed, and I got 2 yards of fabric because I want it to just hang over a little bit more. So the first step is to just go ahead and just trim up all the edges here. So I'm just going to cut along these edges with my scissors to make sure that I'm trimming both my pieces to the exact same size. So I said scissors, but I'm actually going to cut mine with a rotary blade. Just one thing I wanted to mention is this fleece is really hard on rotary blades. So if you have a used mat and kind of an older blade, that's actually what I like to use for cutting these out, because the fleece gets pushed into the self-healing mat, and I just don't like to use my good one to do these blankets. But you can also use scissors. And then I just scoop my mat up and keep cutting all the way around my blanket. Okay, so I'm done, and I just wanted to kind of quickly show you, see these little marks on my mat? That is fleece that kind of gets pushed into cracks in the mat as you're cutting it. So that's why I said to use an older one, and then I'll just take my little ruler here, and I just kind of scrape them off like this, and they do come off, but it just can kind of, I just try not to use my good one for this because they just get these grooves in them. And okay, our next step is to cut out the corners. And I like to cut my strips at 5 inches deep. Some people like 6, and I've actually even seen people do 4. I think 4 is a little bit too hard. Whatever you decide to do, go ahead and cut that same exact size out of your corner. So if you're gonna cut your strips 5 inches deep, which is what I recommend, you're gonna cut out a 5-inch section from each corner. Just try and be careful not to go past that. Okay, so we're gonna do that to all 4 corners. Okay, so hopefully you can tell, I know I have a brown floor here, but I've cut out all 4 corners of my quilt. And then now the next thing to do is to cut the little fringes. So I wanted to just quickly mention that these corner pieces for this project are waste. So you can set these aside for another project since they're all the same size. You might be able to also quilt them together to make a little patchwork quilt that matches your comforter if you wanted to. That would be like a doll size, so that might be kind of a fun idea, but regardless, we won't be needing these for this project, so we'll set them aside. Okay, so the next step is to cut our fringes, and so I'm going to just take my same ruler here, and I'm just going to place it at a 1.5 inch mark, and actually it'll be easier to see on this side. And then that's 5 inches, and you just need to go along. It doesn't have to be absolutely exact, but you're just gonna go along and cut 5-inch strips all the way around the quilt, like so. And I'm gonna go ahead and get busy doing that, and then we have to tie it, and we're literally all done. That's how easy this project is. Now one little trick I have, if you're using a rotary cutter, the fleece can kind of get stuck on here. So I just take a nice big long ruler, slide it underneath, and then slide it out, and that just releases those fringes from the mat, so that now when I go to scoop my mat up, they shouldn't stick. Okay, so we are all done cutting all of our fringe around all the edges, and the next thing to do is to tie it. I suggest you leave it where it is and tie it while sitting on the floor, because if you move the pieces around, then the fringe can get messed up and you won't know which piece goes with what. And so that's just a little tip that I've learned. So tying these is really simple. I just start at one end and just grab your two pieces and literally just tie them in a knot, like a regular good old-fashioned knot. And usually I will do that corner, and then I'll do this corner, and then work my way down the edges. And you'll notice that one side is a lot stretchier. This is the stretchy side versus this side, and it's okay, just kind of go with it. And let's get tying. So we are all getting together and helping tie this blanket because it goes a lot faster, but those are our last steps and then we'll be all done. Alright guys, so as you can see, that was a super easy tutorial. There are no sewing required. These are super fun to put together. And the cool thing is you can get fleece in just about any kind of pattern and colors that you want. And so they're really easy to customize to whoever you're gifting them to. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.